Welcome to Arresting Normality. My name is Aaron, joined as always with Travis from Howie Games and Cody from Stealing Life. How is life? Have you noticed that we're kind of in a different situation, right?
We're in the same room.
We're all together. And we're totally 6 feet apart. Don't even fucking...
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
You can tell we're in the same room because I can do this.
Yeah, he can finger my camera.
And I can do this.
And so we're doing an in-room podcast, but you notice that the fucking audio isn't
as good
as usual. It's just because I didn't feel like setting up all of the mics. So whatever, deal with it. Okay.
I concur because nobody watches this anyway. It's just Dalton.
Exactly. Yeah. So Dalton,
A lot of people listen to it.
sup?
Do they know?
Yeah.
We never get any feedback from them.
Well, I listen to a lot of podcasts. I never give them any feedback either.
Is
But
it like
that's
a
what you
click
do.
farm? Is it a click farm? Like they just...
No, I don't think so. You usually have to pay for those things.
Yeah, that's usually how that works. They don't click farm free for free.
That's not how that works.
Yeah,
I don't know.
All these Indian kids are just like, yeah, let's click on this podcast.
People are listening to it.
See, I just always doubt ourselves. Like, are we actually... Is anybody
too.
actually watching this? No.
But most people don't interact with what they listen to.
That's true.
I don't.
I don't think I've ever interacted with any video or podcast I've ever listened to ever.
I've probably done it twice.
I've been more conscientious about that.
Well, because you're YouTube boy.
Yeah, like, honestly, like, now if they're like, please leave a like if you like this video, and all that, you know what? I did like that video.
But the only reason why...
I do that like 1 out of 15 times.
Yeah, it's not very often.
That seems kind of high, actually.
Yeah, that's probably an
like,
exaggeration.
For as much
by me.
YouTube as we watch, yeah,
I know,
guess so.
right?
I actually probably watch way less than you guys do.
This podcast was
Yeah,
sponsored by Bang.
Bang Energy.
Thank you,
we're
Cody,
doing a
for the bang.
Yeah, wee.
Cody bought all the bangs. Now he's
did.
poor.
Yeah, there goes my stimulus.
That was it.
Spend it on banks.
3 bangs.
Thanks, Trump.
No, Bernie. Those are Bernie bucks.
Bernie bucks.
Yeah, but I was angry.
Thanks.
The angry one is thanks, Trump. The happy one is thanks, Biden.
Biden dollars.
Which, by the way, this was pre-recorded before the end of the world that's going to happen when the Antichrist takes office tomorrow, apparently.
Oh, did you hear about that?
What?
I was reading a story. Aaron's
Segue.
face. Aaron, I was reading
I just want a quick say here that the fact that we're bringing up the Antichrist again,
Again, did we do this already?
No, not us, okay?
I don't know.
But I heard when Trump was going on that he was the Antichrist.
Oh,
right?
wow.
I heard when Obama went in that he was the Antichrist.
Everybody's the Antichrist, Eric.
But I don't think Bush
was not the Antichrist.
I don't think he was. He was just an annoyance.
He was too stupid.
He's too
Yeah.
dumb, yeah. Bush was the anti-intelligence.
so dumb.
Listening to some of his
dumb.
speeches were hard.
Oh, yeah, but also very funny.
It was a very
I figure.
I'll figure.
Anyways, I read a story that said that the inauguration is actually just a oversized satanic seance,
Oh.
and all Christians should avoid it.
They're going to televise?
Yeah. And all Christians should avoid it. So be a good Christian and avoid it.
Okay. I was going to anyway, but
So the 10,000 National Guards are sacrificial.
Oh, did they do that?
10,000?
That's what I saw, yeah. They're going to have 10,000
Wait, I
National
thought-
Guard troops, like, there.
Guys, I'm confused, okay? Because everyone was so, like, pissed off about Trump, and now they're finally getting Trump out, and now it's like, oh, well, we hate this guy too.
Trump got 72 million votes.
Okay.
It's the the Trump people are going to protest the inauguration.
Yeah.
Why everybody got to be so angry?
They already busted somebody that had like 6 guns on him and boxes and bags of ammunition and fake inauguration credentials. He's going to try to get in to shoot Biden, I guess.
I will be surprised if Biden makes it through this inauguration, honestly.
He'll make it.
He'll make it
They're on high alert.
Yeah, everyone
if
said
he
that about
doesn't-
every. It's always the same thing.
Yeah, they
every
say it
fucking
all-
president.
I heard about Trump,
He's gonna
too.
make it, maybe 2 weeks, and
Yeah.
then he's gonna die. And
Well, he might not live long. He is like 112.
yeah, he's an old boy.
This is going to get flagged by the FBI.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They-
but
I'm already on a list.
If he doesn't
legitimately.
make it through the inauguration, though, like then that's a problem. The National Guard needs to figure that shit out. They should be on high alert.
legitimately, if I was Russia or China or some shit.
Russia.
Right.
This is an internal threat, buddy.
No. But right now, wouldn't it be a great time?
That's what he's saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Send a few Russian snipers or spies and shit like that. Take out the president. Be like, it was the Trump people.
I just like that you go for Russia and China. And not North Korea, who is probably the most angriest at us right now. But yeah, I know, because they're not really a threat.
That's just kind of like the kid in the corner that's like yelling at you, and you're like, yeah, whatever.
Is that okay to say?
Why?
I mean, it's true.
Why not?
I mean, because it's fucking Kim Jong...
Un?
Kim Jong-un.
Something, whatever his name
Larry.
is. He's going to come down here and slap you.
He can't make it over here. He doesn't have an airplane that functions
he'll figure
correctly.
it out.
All his shit's cardboard. Have you ever seen
Yeah.
Do you guys know that Kim Jong-un is the same age as us? Yeah.
Oh,
He looks
fucked up
terrible.
in life.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He looks awful.
Well, didn't he like? People thought he died for a minute because he
He's
had
got the coof.
heart surgery, didn't he?
And he had a coof.
Yeah.
What's a coof?
What?
COVID?
The coof.
The coup?
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
we
the
calling
coof.
it goof?
Yes, it's a coof.
Covfefe?
It's COVID.
COVID.
He got, and everyone thought he was going to die,
Yeah,
and they thought that his sister was going to take over the regime. And
Which she's scary.
apparently even crazier. Yeah.
And people were like weeping over her. There was like one picture where she had like toast in her mouth or something like that and walking down. Anyway, and they're like,
Oh yeah, the weeb pictures. I've seen it.
I don't know.
and they're like, oh, it's gonna
They're
be
turning her like anime, like kawaii.
Okay. All right.
And it's like, no,
Yeah.
no, do a little bit of research, please.
Yeah, like she looks crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she apparently was like the enforcer of the family, so you don't want her.
You get the crazy one to go to the crazy one.
You are right about all their shit not working. Like
Yeah,
when they
no,
did that,
no,
they had
actually.
that missile that was supposed to be able to hit anything from anywhere, and they tested it,
And it made it, like-
fucking landed in the water like 100 yards from where they shot it.
They're like anywhere within 100 yards.
It just went boop, and then it didn't even like go off. It was just a big failure.
They're like, ha, we showed you.
Look at our power.
Like, that's the thing is I'm sure that they have the capabilities and knowledge to try to refine uranium because that's not like the most
and
difficult
they've done it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not the most difficult thing in the world. But getting it from point A to point B,
That's hard. That, my
when
friends,
point A is like 10,000 miles away.
that, my friends, is rocket science. And
And
also, can you stop because it's pissing off all the Japanese people? Can you imagine being woken up at like 4 a.m. and all the missile sirens are going? It's like, God damn it, North Korea! Fuck!
it's not even going to make it off the fucking boat, guys. Come on. Like,
That's a thing that happens too. Like all the missile alarms start going off in Japan, and
I'd be so bad.
it's like it's really fucking annoying.
I gotta work in the morning.
Well, and like besides that though, like we have technology. We have some people have watches, right? But we have technology capable of shooting a missile out of the air before it ever gets here.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have to make some sort of advanced shit missile to like even get to the point where it could get to the United States. Why are we worried about North Korea?
And it's crazy. Now the Russians, them base,
Yeah, that not so much. We should probably pay attention to that.
they scary.
Yeah.
They
have tech.
yeah, and that's Red Dawn, right?
Well, and that's what I mean. Like, dude, right now, wouldn't it be a great time if I was Putin? I'd be like, let them tear each
Putin's on
other
the way out,
apart.
though.
Huh?
Isn't that what I heard?
No.
Putin's on the way out.
You're crazy.
What do you mean Putin's on there?
I could have sworn I read something.
They can't vote him out. Have you ever seen one of their elections?
No, I
Well,
know
the
that.
person that was running against him disappeared. So
I know. I just read something. I can't remember what it
I'm
was.
pretty
though.
sure he's still there, shirtless and everything.
Putin's like, you want to see magic trick?
I make competition disappear.
He's gone.
He's a crazy bastard.
You want to see his family go next?
Why is it that basically every world leader we can think of is a crazy bastard? The guy from China, crazy bastard. You know?
I don't know even. who
Vladimir
that is.
Putin, crazy bastard. We know that Trump was a crazy bastard.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Boris Johnson's pretty crazy, I guess.
No, he's pretty normal, isn't he?
His hair.
That's our definition now. It's just like, oh yeah, his hair is crazy.
Boris Johnson and not everyone, because Justin Trudeau.
Oh sure, but it's Canada. Who cares?
I mean, that's kind of an insult.
I have a lot of Canadian friends that have very strong opinions about that guy.
Well, yeah, you have strong opinions, but he's not a psychopath.
I don't think he's a psychopath. They just said that he didn't do anything he promised he was going to do. It's kind of a piece of shit.
That's every world leader.
that is
but that doesn't make him a
politics.
psychopath.
No, it doesn't make him mean that he's going to.
That's what we're talking about, is psychopaths. Not just bad at their job, because
Yeah.
that's most
Everyone.
You know what drives me insane about our psychopaths?
You can't just
Everyone.
do a blanket
100%.
statement. Most.
Every person who gets into politics is a terrible person.
That's
and a
not true,
psychopath.
and you know that. We talked about that last week, I think. Probably.
What, you don't like extremism? What happened?
We might have talked about that. I have no idea.
Our psychopaths are extraordinarily interesting, though, because they tend to go against exactly what they're standing for. Because my favorite thing is the people that love Trump and have the guns and stuff like that. They're like, oh, we're gonna fight for this country, and you know, when shit arises that's gonna threaten our democracy, we're gonna get our guns out and fight them.
Even though you're the one who's destroying our democracy.
Where are you at? Oh yeah, you're the one doing it.
Yeah, it doesn't apply to them.
No, yeah,
Why would it?
They gotta uphold the Constitution the way they see it.
yeah. If you're whack.
All these people wearing the fucking 1776 shirts now. Like, what the fuck?
God.
This is not the same thing.
We should have seen that because we could have made a killing.
And let's be fair,
We could have
the
made a killing,
1776 thing was for dumb reasons also.
We were also started in 1775.
Well, yes, but you know what? When they did the whole document.
Yeah,
But that was all done for lies also. They lied about things that were happening then to spur the revolution. So,
key.
well, that was part of it, but they lied about the intensity of the Boston Massacre and all that too. So,
What, the shot heard around the world? Is that what we're talking? I'm not sure.
the Boston Massacre, when they said that the British soldiers lined citizens up and just shot them on sight.
Yeah, that
Didn't happen. No.
No.
What happened was British soldiers were being attacked by citizens with rocks and shit.
And one shot.
One shot.
And that was the shot heard
And
around the
then
world.
others shot to disperse the crowd. And then they turned it into the Boston Massacre to spur the revolution.
It worked.
Well, yeah, it did work.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Otherwise, we'd be eating crumpets.
what is a crumpet?
I don't know. Sounds British, don't it?
God. It's like the worst cognate you could possibly do.
We're not racist in America, by the way.
Oh, no. Oh, carry on. I have to collect myself. Oh, wow.
Anyway, yeah, so that's our world this week. Oh, yeah, and by the way, in podcast land, sorry that we're like 10 years behind.
Oh.
We're still before Christmas.
We'll handle that
We're
after.
handling, yeah.
We'll handle that after. Don't
later.
worry about it.
So, what are we in March? Is this when this one releases? Or
It would be in March, yeah.
We're going to fix that,
Sweet.
though. We're going to talk about that
Yeah,
after.
we're going to fix that.
We're going to figure that out. That's not a podcast topic.
Yeah, yeah.
Welcome to March Madness.
No, we're not. We're going to fix it. So it's not going to be in March.
Yeah, this is going to be like
we're
next
fixing
week or the
it.
week after.
Basketball?
No, nobody likes basketball.
That's the thing.
COVID killed
likes it.
basketball. It's done.
Nobody watches. Okay. You guys need to carry. I told you guys to carry on, and you didn't at all. You're waiting for
I
me to
peeked.
fucking
That was my
collect-
funny thing. That was it. That's all I got.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
Somebody else has to carry this
Okay,
conversation.
well, if
now.
we're gonna catch things up and be a little current, Tom Brady's almost back to the Super Bowl. That's kind of fun.
That's
almost back to the Super Bowl,
inevitable.
I mean.
He's one game away from going back to the Super Bowl.
Again?
Yeah,
Who's he with?
Bucks.
The Buccaneers?
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Florida man wins Super Bowl.
I don't think they're gonna make it, but
A lot of people said that that the Buccaneers were going to go. Is what I've been hearing. I don't know.
yeah, I thought so when he went there. I was like, yeah, put money on the Bucks. But the Packers just look so stupid good right now.
So who do you
It's
think is
gonna
going to be in
tough.
the Super Bowl?
If I had to put money on it,
Which you probably are going to.
which
Maybe.
I already put money on it. I got the Bills and the Packers, and I would have had the Chiefs instead of the Bills, but Patrick Mahomes has a concussion, so he probably won't play. So that changes it.
Yeah, a lot. I've also heard the Chiefs a lot. Everybody was going, oh, the
But
Chiefs are going. The Chiefs
Mahomes is their quarterback.
Oh,
Without him,
he's-
they're not the same. So
He died.
damn near.
He got COVID brain.
He got COVID brain in a half.
Got a hardcore.
He tried to get up, did a
brain.
little stanky leg. It was bad.
He did a
It
little
was bad.
stanky leg.
Yeah, it was bad. So I would have to say Bills and Packers, and then the Packers will probably win it.
The Packers are pretty always like an ever-present solid choice.
Aaron Rodgers.
They always do. Is he still there?
Yeah.
Isn't he like 170?
37.
I don't know why. Tom Brady's 100.
He's 43, yeah.
yeah, 170.
Rodgers probably got another 5 years in him.
Really?
Probably.
Damn.
He doesn't get hit. He's
Quarterbacks
so
are getting older and older, aren't they? Like because they're starting to get to the point where they're not getting hit as
Travis?
much. Yeah.
That's how time works.
That's true. That's true.
That is very fair point. I mean, but like as far as the general age of how long you be
it depends on how good you are at the position, I guess. Brady
and how aggressive you are. Because if you're one of those, like, I'm going to go up there, I'm going to fucking run the ball myself.
If you're a Mike Vick, you don't last long. You know, where you're not much of a thrower, you run it more.
Well, he didn't last very long because he made his doggies fight.
Well, no, he came back and played after that and was actually better, but because he learned how to throw the ball better.
Instead of watching
But there's a
doggies
guy
fight.
there's a guy that's like him. He paid his dues. All right, he went.
I still can talk shit.
He served his sentence. Let the guy live. But Lamar Jackson kind of plays like him, and he just got knocked out of the game against the Bills with a concussion because you run all the time and you got fucking
Can't do that.
250-pound linebackers running 4.4s at you and smacking you in the face. You're gonna get probably knocked out of the game. But Brady doesn't get hit, and when it's funny when you watch him play, and if he's gonna get sacked, he just kind of crumples. He just goes to the ground, and that's everybody calls him like a bitch and a pussy for that. It's the smartest thing you can do because he doesn't get hit, and he's 43 and he's about to play in the Super Bowl possibly. So.
Were you there, Aaron? I feel like you came and picked me up from when Scott made me play football against the police officers.
I don't remember this at all.
Oh, yeah, it was bad. Yeah, they had the guns and hoses game at the high school.
I don't know why I thought he was just going to say guns and hose.
Guns and hose.
It's like the cops versus the hookers.
They got Sherry's Ranch out there.
Yeah.
But no, they made me do like, I think it was like a defensive line. Like,
but that was back. Wasn't that back when you were not big? You were
whatever.
Less of a man.
Not big.
What was that, Aaron? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
You were skinny.
I was very small, yes, and they put me up this fucking gorilla of a policeman.
Okay, so you're like what, 5'10", probably?
Yeah, 5'9", 5'10".
Back then, what were you? 5'8"?
Pretty
Yeah,
much the same.
but I weighed like 170 pounds.
Also,
soaking wet.
you were going up against a grown man?
Yes.
That's dumb.
Yeah, and they're like, okay, don't let those guys over here. I'm like, all right.
Oh, so you're playing offensive line. Yeah,
Is
that's
that what
not
it
good.
was?
Well, if you're blocking.
Okay, yeah, I was blocking. Yeah, and they put me up against this, like, he was an older guy. He had gray hair, but he was fucking huge. Like, man was a gorilla.
Well, I mean, it was like a police officer, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, that's not. No.
it was fucking terrible.
Pretty fucked, actually.
My mom actually told me to hit him in the nuts. I'm like, Mom, you can't.
I mean,
You probably should have.
right?
She's like, you're small enough, you just elbow in there.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Dude, do you think they don't do that in football?
no, I don't
They're
know.
constantly cheap shotting people.
I think you're allowed to.
Well, you're not. Don't get caught. That's what you do.
It's not illegal if you don't get caught.
The Raiders in the 80s would find out what color jersey their opponent was wearing, and then they would tape their hands in the same color so that it was harder to see when they were holding because it just looked like their jersey. They did it on purpose, so they would, yeah.
So did they not allow them to tape their hands anymore?
Yeah, now you can only do it your colors. Yeah.
They're like, he was holding. They're like, we can't even see where his hands
Yeah, you couldn't really tell because it just looked like their jersey. So, pretty fucking smart.
That is
They
smart.
used to say, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Of course.
Yeah. Everybody
That's kinda
cheats in
true.
the NFL.
Right.
That's why when everybody made a big deal about the Patriots,
Deflating the ball and
the
whatnot.
deflate gate and the spy gate and all that shit, it's like everybody's doing it. They just got caught.
Right. They're just slightly
Fair enough.
dumber than the rest of them.
Yeah. Well, they win more.
Right.
That's why I want to learn how to do sleight of hands. I'd win every Yu-Gi-Oh match ever.
Sleight of hand. Well, why doesn't a magician just dominate those kind of things?
Right.
Yeah, like go play Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, win fucking like a couple $1,000s every now and then, just for like, oh, you want to see me summon this monster?
The thing is
Probably pretty
any,
risky.
Any sleight of hand, like, you look suspicious. And if you start doing suspicious shit, they're going to be like, hey, stop that.
'Cause the key
and
to
where
it
are those going?
Is to draw their attention somewhere else.
Exactly.
So if he was just like, look at this rabbit I have. And he's pulling something
He's
out
like,
of his hand.
I have to
like,
adjust
look
my
at this.
hat.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a nice hat.
Because whenever you see sleight of hand, you know you're looking at a trick.
Yeah.
So it probably wouldn't work.
I don't know. I've seen some guys that I'm like, what you do?
But you came into this thing and you realize, like, okay, they are doing something. And you know they're doing something.
You just don't know what.
Yeah, exactly.
But at a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, you're not allowed to do something.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he fooled me. He's
he's
must
good.
have had it.
Let him go. He wins. He
like,
wins.
I've watched a lot of Magic. Because I like Magic.
Because I'm a Magic fan.
I do like the Magic. You know?
What is his name? Do you watch the guy on YouTube, Chris?
There's like a shitload of people on
There's a guy that's been really
Chris
popular.
Ramsey is who you're
Ramsey,
thinking of.
yes, I love him.
He's really good.
I love his little puzzle boxes too.
Don't know who he is.
That's okay. You don't have to.
We should invite him on the podcast.
Oh yeah, he'll totally show up.
Does he have like 2 followers? Because maybe we could get
He's
him.
got like 2 million followers.
Okay, yeah.
I just want him to come do magic tricks for me.
He's really good.
Yeah.
How much does it cost to do private appearances?
Probably more than we can.
He was
afford.
on Mr. Beast's thing.
Mr. fucking Beast,
That's a
who
little
bought
bigger
a
than
private
us.
island and then gave it to somebody.
Yeah, I
What
don't
would you
see
do
the
with a
problem
private
there.
island?
Nothing. I'd sell it.
Yeah.
I'd go live on it.
No, Travis would go there and beat off, and that'd be the one thing he does.
This is mine!
Just because that's the one thing I know you'd want to be able to say. Like, if I could die saying that I owned a private island and I beat off on it, that'd be like the crowning
pretty
achievement
good.
of your life.
Have you guys ever found out something you never knew you wanted?
But like honestly, you said you would live on a private. How? How would you live there?
Have you ever seen Castaway?
No. Amazon Prime.
I don't think you could survive.
Amazon Prime is getting drones, right? So you just order all your food on Amazon Prime.
Order house parts with the drones and have them drop it off. Have them
Can
drop
you
it off
guys
very
drop me in
specifically.
some girders and some wood?
I need a wall.
And you have to drop it off at this angle, at this coordinate, and they
Well,
just put
you're
it
gonna
together.
still
for you.
have to
No, the
build
drones will
it.
do it. They'll put it together for you.
Travis isn't building a house.
Drones with like little like nail guns.
You have to come over with the nail gun. They'll just put it in position.
He's gonna have drones drop off construction workers too to build it for him, and then the drones will take them back.
That'd be pretty cool. You just see a construction worker
He's
coming
just like,
over
all
the
right,
horizon.
what are we doing? Because you're not building a house.
I don't want to explain what we're doing. I want Amazon to just tell him what he's doing.
No, you don't even want to talk to these people.
Right,
No, I'm beating off on the beat.
You know, and social
Oh,
distancing rules and whatnot. You know, can't get closer. Can't talk to people.
How long does COVID last in our fantasy world?
Forever.
I don't like that it's invaded our fantasy world.
When is COVID ending? I want
Never.
this to be done now.
Everyone wants it to be. No one wants COVID.
I heard like 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
That's what I heard.
Great.
Everybody that was a Trump person so far has told me that when Biden's elected, COVID.
We'll just
Go
disappear.
away.
But he
of
was
course.
elected, what, 2 months ago now? 3 months ago?
Well, yeah, and we weren't gonna. There's no rioting either, but
Oh yeah, riots are fake.
that's probably my favorite right wing post that I've seen
Mainstream media.
for this whole thing. And they're like, Republicans lost, and you didn't see one riot.
Oh,
Really?
We didn't, huh?
I like how like they could maintain that all the way up until like okay, well you know the Capitol building and
Yeah,
No, that
a
was
little
Antifa.
premature. On that.
okay,
Yeah.
sure,
They were dressed up as Trumpies. Yeah.
okay.
And my favorite is that people didn't want them. They're like, oh, Antifa sent them. Those aren't ours.
Oh yeah, right. Distance.
I didn't do that.
Distance. Distance.
I'm here for Trump. That's Antifa.
That's Antifa.
Nah,
over there.
bruh. Nah.
Hopefully, we can all hope it gets better. It's not gonna.
It's
Well,
not gonna.
we can hope it gets better.
We like to hope.
Yeah.
We're hopey boys.
Oh, by the way, you guys were right. Remember how we searched Pornhub in the last episode for the Buffalo guy?
I don't think we did that in the episode.
I'm pretty sure we didn't.
I'm pretty sure that was
It was that after.
off camera.
Yeah. So that's how. I would like to remind all of our listeners out there that we generally do this on Discord. And if you guys would like to join us, please, let us know. And we can do something. And
Dalton says he wants to.
and you can.
Well, we need
And
more
you
than
can-
Dalton.
You can participate in fun activities like searching things on Pornhub.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was extremely fun. It's definitely not something that's going to be YouTube appropriate.
Mississippi's #1 search term is
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I think grandma was like is in two states.
Grandma and Granny.
Grandma and Granny.
Yeah, one was
Who takes themselves
was
seriously?
Georgia?
Like searching Granny.
In Tennessee, right?
I think it was Tennessee. Yeah. So Georgia and Tennessee, their top search on Pornhub was Grandma and Granny respectively. And can you imagine, like, what in your life leads you to want to look up porn in that kind of vicinity?
Maybe it's a lot of
Who
old people.
types in Granny? Who types that in like, I'm fucking horny? Let me type in Granny.
Maybe it's a lot of old people that are like, staying age relevant there.
I mean, yeah.
If I'm old and saggy, I want to see something nice
How
and
do you
young.
know? Maybe you like older things when you're older.
No.
Well, I mean, like, is that a thing where they just like age, like how you were saying, age appropriate stuff, like, and they're thinking
That's
like
the word I was looking for. Thanks.
Yeah.
Appropriate.
Yeah. Like, because you think if Mr. 65-year-old guy is looking at a 20-year-old, like, that's like...
I feel bad that his parents named him Mr. 65-year-old guy.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you guys watch porn anymore?
Not really.
From time to time I do.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Do you get weirded out by like barely legal shit? Like, because I wouldn't search that kind of shit out, but like if you see somebody and you're like, yeah, she's kind of young. Do you ever think that?
Not really.
I think once you hit a certain age, like 20, 30, that's okay. That's it.
If I see like a girl that looks young, like 18-ish, it's
kind of off.
It's not attractive to me.
If she looks too young, like I'm like, you might be 16.
There's a window there. Right when they start to look too young, it's just like, that's
true.
creepy.
That's a good point.
Yeah. It's weird to me.
And the thing is I know that there's probably chicks out there that look that they're like 17, but they're actually like 25, and it's still just like,
No.
Yeah. Weird.
But they usually tag it as such, and you're just like, yeah, fuck it. Get away from that.
Yeah. See, and another thing that I have seen a lot just pop up, and I don't know why, because I don't search anything to this juncture.
Sure.
No. This is not something you'd search.
I don't know where we're going, so.
Mom shit.
Oh, well, it's...
Brother shit.
Of course.
Sister shit.
Oh.
Yeah, of course.
Like
I don't understand it.
It's taboo. Of course they're going to start going... There's people who are...
But it seems like a growing amount. Is all I'm saying. Yeah. Like I'll sit there and be like, what am I going to do today? I'm going to go to my private island time.
It's a turn! Yes!
Private island time.
That's the shirt for this podcast.
It's Travis just like shitting, eating grin. He's like, it's private island time. Bam!
But I'll go do my private island time, and I'll just open up Pornhub or RedTube, and that front page.
It is everywhere, because I listened to Chris D'Elia's podcast a while back, because he used to do this thing at the end of his show where he would go to like Pornhub and just look at look at just the titles of things, because he was always blown away by them.
Some of the titles,
and it was like everyone was like stepbrother, stepsister, stepmom, stepbrother, like everyone.
Yeah,
and like I guess at least it's a step.
That's what
at
he
least
found
it's
out.
not just like mom.
Yeah.
Like,
I think they have to do that.
Is it illegal?
Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly
Incest
don't.
shit is illegal, right?
Is it? Not in every state.
Yeah, but if they're putting it out,
I've seen a lot of YouTube, okay?
but if they're putting it out, I think you have to. You like just like if you have the girls,
like you
that
can't
look,
write "fuck" on a billboard.
Like if you have
That makes sense.
But if you have like the girls that look like they're fucking 17, you have to put that they're over 18 or
like
whatever.
barely legal or whatever.
Yeah. You have to put that shit, I think, for legal reasons. Yeah.
I wonder if they like make them like film their driver's license. Like, okay, I'm gonna get railed now.
That would be like.
So I don't know why.
So
that
one
just
thing
made me feel so sad.
Is it that time?
Yeah, it's that time. It's that time.
Other side?
Over here?
Nope. Well, I mean, yes, but no. So one thing that I do
made me
know
so
that
sad, Aaron.
what?
Where is it?
I don't know.
It's the big button up in front where it says stop and start.
Oh,
Blink.
is it doing it?
Yep.
Okay. Wait, so do we have to do a Cody?
No, this
that
one's
one
good.
stays going. For
No,
the whole
when he
time.
said the like, all right, I'm gonna get railed now. I don't know why, but that made me so sad for the imaginary woman that he was portraying.
So
I mean, maybe they're like, I'm gonna get railed now.
It's
time to get
it's just if
railed.
they're that young that they have to prove it. It made me sad.
Well,
sorry.
so
if you want to do porn, but You
But
make me
maybe
sad.
you should evaluate your life choices.
I mean, if that's what they want to do, whatever. I don't care. But
Dude, realistically, with how hard it is to make money in this world, if somebody's like, you want to have sex and make a bunch of money? Sounds good.
I read a story that they're struggling on OnlyFans because, like, with the pandemic, a lot of people have lost their jobs, obviously, and a lot of younger women are turning to OnlyFans because they.
So what do you mean they're
can,
struggling? Wouldn't they be doing great?
They're not making any money because so many of them are on there
the
that the
platform
competition is
flooded.
eating them alive, basically, and they're not making any money from it. They're
I
doing
feel
it
like
without
really
making money.
big creators on there would, like, kind of get most of the attention.
Yeah, that's what's happening. But a lot of the women are turning to there because they think, oh, I can just do this and make a ton of money, like you said. But there's really not that much money in it. There is for a handful of people.
You have to. I think you have to have
like
a.
YouTube.
I think
the
you have to
market
have an
wasn't so
internet presence
saturated.
for that. Like you have to bait them in, like Instagram.
Yeah, it's like YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, a handful of people make real money.
chick's name? I know.
Jessica Negri.
No, I don't know who that is.
Why did you
Is
just
it
have a name on your head so fast?
Trisha Paytas? Is that her name?
Oh God.
Yeah. She has
My
like.
name's Trisha, and you're gonna pay this.
I think she's the number one.
I hated that.
I think she's the number one person on OnlyFans. I can't remember if that's her name for sure or
I think
not.
she's the number. I know who you're talking about.
I think she's the high, yeah, and she like
big
has
lady.
like shitloads. She has shitloads of videos of her like crying and then going to
She
McDonald's.
is so stupid too.
Oh my
She's
God.
so dumb.
Wait,
worst.
what? That's her gimmick. She cries and goes to McDonald's.
I don't know. She's a YouTuber.
Yeah, she is a YouTuber, and she also has a Ethan from H3H3. She has a podcast with him,
Don't know who that is.
and it's oh god, what was it called? Frenemies or something like that. But she's so like obviously dumb. And just a horrible, horrible person. And he's sitting there like trying to talk to her this whole time. They have a whole show, and like twice she's like gotten up and left the show. She's like, I'm never doing this again. You were the worst person in the world. And it's like it's so fucking awful and kind of entertaining at the same time. But it's like it's so much drama it makes my brain hurt. You know, because I can only take so
She
much
is a
drama.
drama person.
She is the person of drama of which drama is coming from.
And it's like every other week she's a story about something stupid she said.
Yep.
Something
feel like-
racist,
I feel like-
something homophobic, something.
I feel like you either have to be sensational like that, or you have to bait them in. Like I've seen a lot of like that's how I know of OnlyFans. Really, is like
Sure.
I go on Instagram
Mucho Belivo.
and I see like tits and ass, and I'm like, that's appealing. And then they're like, you can see more of that in OnlyFans, and you can see a lot more of that. Yeah, you know what I mean. And I'm like, sometimes I find myself, I'm like,
The thing is like it shows everything.
on Instagram.
No, not on Instagram. I thought you were talking about Pornhub because most of them are on Pornhub anyway.
No, they've actually like I like Suicide Girls. You know who that is?
Yes, the very gothy looking chicks.
Not goth, more punk, like tattooed stuff like that.
If I were to look up a picture of this chick, it's probably going to be like totally blacked out, right? And it's just like black hair. And
No, like really colorful, like blue hair, colorful tattoos, stuff like that.
Okay. I'm just going to concede because you probably do know.
Yeah. But, but like they've done well, like because you can find some things online, but they'll go and take it down. Yeah, like Reddit has little freaking subreddits where they'll like try to leak their shit.
We're doing a show here, bud.
He's hungry.
Dude, I'm always hungry.
This is why we can't do it in the kitchen.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's how OnlyFans works now.
It's got to
Everybody
be
knows.
hard to take things down, though. Like,
Yeah, but they probably have a team out there doing it. It's kind of like the.
Could you imagine
Yeah,
being
but-
that guy who just sits on the internet and looks for naked pictures of
There it is,
your
take it down,
yeah.
and just to take down?
But,
That's
like,
an odd job.
it's got to be really difficult for them to
Explain
keep.
that to your
I
mom.
believe you that they're probably decent at it, but like the NFL tries every season to get these streams taken down, and they're still there.
Which streams?
The illegal streams of the games.
Like, so the pay-per-view shit, people will stream them.
Well, it's just
Don't
because it's
ask
too
me how I know
pervasive,
that they're still there.
right?
I don't use them at all.
Of course not.
I didn't watch the Logan Paul and her fight or anything
What?
illegally. You remember that, Jake Paul?
Oh, the bald guy.
gotcha.
He's gonna get his face beat in by Conor McGregor.
Is he actually
Is that still
gonna
doing a
fight
thing?
Conor?
One of them's fighting Mayweather, and the other's fighting McGregor. I don't know which is which because they're the same person to me.
I feel
Are we
worse for
talking about
the guy who's
KSI?
fighting
Or is it... Oh.
The Paul brothers.
Oh, they're both
Logan
fighting
and
someone?
Jake.
Why? Why?
They've been boxing for a while.
They're dumb.
Yeah.
Why is everyone doing that? I just
Money.
saw. Yeah. Okay.
Money.
I feel bad whoever's
Good enough.
fighting McGregor because I feel like McGregor's just going to be mean.
I feel worse to whoever's fighting Mayweather because Mayweather's a real boxer.
Mayweather's a real boxer, but I feel like Mayweather's going to show some restraint.
Nope.
You don't think so?
Nope. They told him, they baited him into fighting. Also with McGregor. Actually, I feel bad for both of them. Because I think with McGregor, the one Paul brother said he would personally pay him $50 million to do it.
Is McGregor doing MMA?
No, it's a boxing.
Oh,
match.
thank
It
God,
doesn't matter.
because they die.
It doesn't matter. They're going to die anyway.
They're going to die anyway, but if McGregor
care.
could do whatever he wanted...
His hands are ridiculous.
Well, that's not
But
exactly how
if he
UFC
could do
works,
whatever
so.
he wanted...
He means with legs and knees and elbows.
Like, he'd
and such.
pop one of their heads off.
Yeah, if it was MMA, it'd be even more brutal.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Is like, thank God it's a
I
boxing
think,
match.
I don't remember which is which. I think it was McGregor that was, the guy said he was going to give him $50 million. He'd personally pay him.
McGregor's retired,
And-
though, right?
No, he's still fighting.
Oh, is he? I thought he retired.
No, he did, and then he came back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to say, is there any current fights? No, I want to
Okay, 2 seconds. Let me get a thought out here.
I like McGregor.
Let me get a thought out about
You would.
McGregor, please.
I do.
Yeah, he would. And he does. McGregor, I think it was McGregor. He said it's going to be, give me my money, like show it to me right now.
Show me the money.
It's going to be the easiest money I've ever made in my life. So he's looking to end it instantly. Like, and I think Mayweather probably feels the same way. They're just going to
Just
go out
walk
and make
out
the
and
money.
do it.
There's no reason for them to legitimize these guys
Right.
in their mind. They're real fighters. The Paul brothers are not. They might have taken a few boxing matches. They've been boxing for a couple years now.
And they're
They're not on that caliber.
They're a YouTube joke anyway.
And
So-
I think even Mayweather, like he led McGregor along a little bit. He probably could have ended that fight in the first 5 rounds or so. But McGregor's a real fighter, so he respected McGregor. I don't think these guys respect the Paul brothers at all.
Who would?
And I think they're going to look to end it in the first couple rounds. McGregor's fight will be over in the first round because McGregor hits like a fucking truck for a guy his size. But
I feel like he's going to come out in 1-2, and that's it.
well, he's going to get a lot bigger too because the Paul brothers are bigger than McGregor.
Yeah, so he's got to get it to
Mayweather.
weight.
He's going to get up to weight, and McGregor's going to end it in a few punches probably because he hits like a truck.
Could you imagine a big McGregor hitting you? Holy shit.
Yeah, he already hits ridiculous. He's
Yeah.
going to drop whichever Paul brother it is. I can't remember.
Like, and honestly, you know, his weird little stance that he does, I don't even think he's going to go into that. I think he's just going to come out and smack him.
It's going to be brutal, I think.
Yeah.
I think both of them. I think Mayweather might take to like the 3rd round because he's a defensive boxer. But he's going to do that shoulder roll that he does, and he's going to slip a punch and just hit a right into the stupid mouth and just drop whoever Paul.
Be kind of funny if they didn't even get into, like, you know, shorts and shit. They just came out there in their tux and just... boom.
Well, and if the fucking Paul dude really wanted to test McGregor, he would challenge him to an MMA fight.
Right.
Yeah.
And then McGregor would just make him look silly. But
Dump a big fat turd on his head. That's what he's doing.
it's funny when MMA guys get challenged. Because, like, what's his name? James Toney, professional boxer, a long time ago now. That was when the whole boxing versus MMA thing was big.
Yeah.
Boxers didn't think MMA fighters were real fighters.
And MMA fighters were like, yeah, we are.
Yeah. And he challenged Randy Couture to an MMA fight. And he said it doesn't matter that he's going to be able to do MMA stuff because I'm going to hit him once, he's going to be out. And James Toney's a hell of a boxer. Like, he knocked out
I
everybody.
feel like this is going to go really bad for that man.
This happened years ago. Couture didn't even get close to punching distance because he's not an idiot.
Right.
And he just took him down. He did an ankle pick, which is like,
Just pick up his
it
foot.
doesn't work. You just hook the ankle and you tip him. It doesn't work to anybody that knows how to defend any kind of ground stuff at all.
You just pick up your foot, right?
Yeah, you just hook the back of their heel basically, and you tip it. And
Well,
then
right,
you
but
push
to
him.
get out of it, you like just...
Well, no, he's got a good grip on it.
Oh, okay.
I would clench in that.
Oh, like...
Yeah, I would
fall
grab
on
you.
him?
Yeah, I would grab
Yeah,
you.
okay.
But he just kind of fell over.
Which is a problem for somebody who only knows how to punch.
And then he was just on the ground, didn't use his legs at all, and Couture just sat on him and just started punching him in the fucking mouth. He started spanking him, like making fun of him. Yeah. And then he was like looking at the crowd and like taunting and like punch him in the face and look at the crowd, punch him in the face again. And then he put him in a submission, tapped him out. And that's what happens to these guys
That's
that
rough.
think they can compete with a real fighter. And the Paul brothers, yeah, cool. You knocked out a basketball player. You're not going to knock out McGregor or Mayweather.
Who's the basketball player? Then?
Nate Robinson. That was the last fight.
And he knocked him out?
Yeah, like 2nd round.
Oh, boy.
It was bad. He knocked him out cold. But it's Nate Robinson. He's a fucking basketball player. He's not a boxer.
But he's like, money, I'll do it.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I'd go like legitimately.
I'd fight the Paul brothers.
I'd fight the Paul brothers for money. I'd get my shit kicked in because they're a lot bigger than me.
Yeah, you would. I probably would too, honestly.
And honestly, if you're going to give me $50 million, I'd go get knocked out by McGregor.
If it's boxing, I'm going to get lit up, probably.
Yeah.
I was a kicker.
I'd go get knocked out by McGregor for $50 million. I'd be afraid the entire time. I'd just run away from him.
I think I'm weird because I would fight McGregor for free.
You couldn't make me do that for free. He's scary.
That would be fun though.
No, it wouldn't.
Like I wouldn't last if we're talking MMA fight with McGregor. I wouldn't last more than like a minute probably. But man, would that be fun?
That's not my
get in there with McGregor, man. What if I get lucky? What if I get a lucky punch on him and I drop McGregor? That's what you got to think.
Right. Yeah, of course.
Everybody's got a puncher's chance.
Other than my arms are like spaghetti. I'm Italian. Even if I got a perfect hit on him, it'd be like getting hit with a pillow.
What if he gets overconfident? He shoots in for a takedown wrong, puts his head right there, you choke him out. You never know.
I couldn't hold on to his head and spaghetti, man.
Spaghetti! I got noodle arms.
Yeah, like he would have to like run his head into my good knee intentionally and knock himself out.
He might be overconfident. You never know. He wouldn't. He wouldn't.
Yeah, like legitimately, if you're like, okay, 50 million, Travis, you fight McGregor, I'd be like,
50 million? You're not worth 50 million.
I'm not worth 50 million. But if they
you wouldn't do it for like
$20.
$5 grand.
$5,000, I'd do it. Yeah.
$20.
No.
$20.
All right, here's the lowest.
Pain hurts.
Wait.
That's a shirt. Pain hurts.
Wait, I want to land directly on the dollar amount that's for $1,200.
Is it boxing or is it MMA?
I'm close. You know I'm real close.
With McGregor, let's make it MMA.
Okay.
No, I'm not doing 1,200.
$1,200.
But for boxing,
He could rip my leg off.
That's
and
birdie
beat me
bucks,
with
buddy.
you would box him for $1,200 though?
Yeah, because he's just gonna knock me out in one hit.
And give you CTE.
It's over. $1,200 for CTA. I already have it. You gave it
It's
to me.
changed forever.
You gave it to me already. It's no different.
Oh wow. Okay, so what's the bottom line number for MMA then?
That's $5,000 at least.
Oh,
At least
okay.
$5 grand? No.
They've got. Come on. They've got like
$2,500.
I hate getting kicked.
$2,500.
You kicked me one time.
Yeah,
that cured me of that.
He's more of a puncher though.
Yeah, but I don't want to get kicked.
All right, $1,750 cold hard cash.
That's like when Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
Close, yeah. Not at all.
No. For MMA, like if he could do whatever he wanted and all those crazy break my fucking ankle shit, no.
What if it was all paid out
Just so
in
you-
the value of Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
No.
Just so
Especially
you know,
not.
Just so you know, he wouldn't have to do those crazy things to you. He would hit you probably twice and you would crumple to the ground.
Well,
and
exactly,
it would be over.
but like, what if he's feeling mean and he's like, I'm gonna break this kid's arm?
What if it
because
was?
Couture didn't have to tap out James Toney, but he did on purpose.
What if it was $1,750 in the value of Legend of Blue Eyes Pokemon cards?
No.
Oh,
Boxes
I already have
unopened.
Okay. One, a LOB first edition Blue Eyes box is more than $1,750.
How much?
So you can have a box.
You got
A sealed box first edition is about $10,000.
oh, that's,
Okay, so they give you one of those.
Yeah, then I do it.
yeah, because it's twice
More than
as much
$5,000. I could sell that, and even if I only got $7,500, I win.
All right. What if it was I'm trying to make this $1,750
You
work.
wouldn't
It
just,
ain't gonna happen.
you wouldn't just do it for the experience?
No, because I know how pain feels. It hurts.
What about Mayweather then?
Well, he's only gonna punch me, right?
Yeah, that'd be easier.
Yeah, I'll get knocked out. There you go. One hit, done. Even if I didn't get knocked out on the first hit, I'd fall over and pretend like it.
Well, then you're in trouble for throwing fights.
Yeah.
I didn't throw the fight. I was knocked out.
No, you threw the fight.
How do you know?
Because Mayweather doesn't knock people out.
I'm a bitch.
He just walks over.
I'm like, ugh.
He's not that big, though. I think he fights at like 145 pounds.
I don't care how big he is. This
Which
is gonna hurt.
is what's confusing me about the Paul
Aaron could
fight.
come smack me in the head and it's gonna hurt.
I don't know how they're going to
I
do
don't like
that,
pain.
that Paul Mayweather fight. Because the Paul brothers are like 185 pounds.
How big is Mayweather?
He fights at like 145. He's like 5'8", 5'7", something like that.
Feed him in and out.
I thought, because the Paul brothers, they're like they're 6 feet.
Are they gonna have to
They're like
drop weight?
6'1", I think, like 185 pounds. I don't know how they're going to... They can't get down that low. They're too big.
he's gonna have to bulk up.
I saw
they're
them
twigs.
no, they're
unless they just don't care
built.
about size, and it's just gonna be like a special thing where they can.
Well,
just
it
fight.
will be like an exhibition fight, but
Yeah, like where they're not gonna worry about.
But
weight.
even then, like that kind of worries me if you're Mayweather, a guy that's not that much bigger than you.
Well, here's the thing: if you get caught by like if Eddie Hall came and punched Conor McGregor just right, I'm sure he'd fucking die.
Well, yeah, he'd
Right?
murder him.
Yeah.
But chances are Conor McGregor could probably still win.
Yeah, but why would you risk your legacy against a Paul brother? That's my thing. He's 49-0, I think Mayweather is, or 50-0.
That's the thing, though. Is
Why
if
would you
you're-
risk that legacy?
If you're that confident,
Puncher's
okay, it's like me going into a fight on my Red Paladin. Could I fuck it up and be stupid? Yeah, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, this is a little different. We're talking a guy that's devoted his life to building this legacy where he is now.
Yeah, I knew he was going that direction too.
He's like,
Do you know how long I've been a paladin?
Do you know how?
he is widely regarded as the greatest boxer of all time.
I am Vizart Lokrian, High Lord of the Order of Champions, sir.
It's not the same as
Like
fucking
the
Floyd
nerd level
Mayweather.
just went through.
Yeah,
the
it's
roof.
not the same as Floyd Mayweather. This man devoted his life. His brain is probably riddled with CTE because of this.
Or not, because he's
He doesn't
good.
get hit a lot. I got hit a lot.
Maybe that's why he doesn't have CTE. He's a good boxer.
He's a damn good boxer.
Like low key, like total shade on Cody going on.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I mean, I was good at what I did, but I got hit a lot. I was not a defensive fighter at all.
You liked to just be a mad boy.
I didn't get into the fight till you popped me in the mouth, which is not good. But like, even when I would get into fights,
That's your on button.
I would kind of freeze, and then they'd pop me good, and okay, now we're fighting. That's not good. I'm not saying that's what
your
you
on.
should do.
They had to turn Cody on there.
Yeah, I don't
With
know
the on
why.
switch.
Some people are like that. Forrest Griffin was like that too.
Had to bop him in the nose to
He
get him
said
to
he didn't
wake
really
up.
feel like it was a fight till he was bleeding. And there's probably something wrong with our brains because of that. So
Okay, see, I'm gonna walk out here and you're gonna hit me, and then I'm gonna win.
that's what I did, yeah. And I would get dropped, and I would get back up, and I would drop you. You wouldn't drop me after that. But yeah, I'm not saying that's the right way to fight.
Had some repercussions.
Oh, yeah. I wish I was like Mayweather, where he never got hit, and everybody said he was boring.
I guess I was kind of like that with shows. The first song was always pretty gnarly for me, and then afterwards we started. Then we're playing.
Yeah.
You got to ease your way into it, I think. For me,
right.
it was like nerves. And now I'm getting hit and you're trying to murder me. So I need to not be murdered by
Right.
you. So
I had no cure for it because it was just like, okay, I'm going to fuck up this song. And then when that song ended, I was like, oh, I'm going to fuck up this song.
You were pretty damn decent. Like once we got in out there and played, like there were very rare times when you specifically fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
But when you did, it was always spectacular.
Spectacular.
You know, because I'd fuck up little bits throughout.
like he just drops his guitar.
No, dude. One time at the community center. What was the song? Cell Block.
I don't. Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Cell Block. It was
Yeah,
Cell
it
Block
was.
151. There's a part where it's just Aaron for a second.
Oh, no.
He got to that part and stage fright.
Oh, no.
I forgot the part.
Oh.
He just stopped.
So what happened? No music happened?
Well, the thing is it sounded like the song ended.
So I jumped in and was like, we're done. Like, because I recognized it.
That's tough. Yeah, that's tough.
Nobody really knew, though. So
Well, that's good.
I was pretty good at covering. Like,
Stage fright is real, man.
It's hardcore.
do you remember when, in spite of myself, Chris completely just froze?
Oh, yeah.
And I got the crowd like, yeah.
It's tough.
You can turn a fuck up around. You really can.
And you can't really prepare yourself for it. Because like when I was getting ready for my first ever fight, I felt ready. Like I was going to go in and tear this guy's face off. And then my music hit to walk out. And I instantly turned to Joel and I'm like, I gotta pee. Because I was so nervous. I was just like, I gotta pee. He's like, no, you're good. And I walk out there and I'm like, I was so nervous. There was
like,
a
I'm
lot
gonna
of people
piss
there.
myself.
Like,
Was this at the Orleans?
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a nerve wracking.
there was a lot of people there. The guy I was fighting was big, like too big.
Right.
Like you
and-
shouldn't have been fighting him kind of big.
Yeah, because I even turned to Joel and I said, he's big. And he just goes, yep. That's not what you're supposed to say.
I think that
supposed to
was
say
Joel's way of being
bigger.
like, you can do this.
No, you're supposed to say you're bigger.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that. Not,
Joel,
yeah.
yep.
Don't agree with me.
He's fucking huge.
I'm worried about this.
fucking massive. Look at that boy.
And then, so when it started, I just forgot how to fight.
Yeah.
Forgot how to do anything. I just stood there until he punched me. And then that woke me up and I remembered how to fight. But it was, yeah.
I think-
Stage fright is awful.
I think my most spectacular fuck up and I don't think it was related to stage fright, but it was my most spectacular fuck up, and I don't even know if you'll remember this. We were playing a show. It was when Corey's amp caught on fire. Because out in front of the Ghetto Mart. Remember that?
Yep.
We were doing chop suey.
I think it was chop suey.
And we got to the trust in my... And I fucking just go, try! And people laughed at me.
Oh, no!
In the crowd.
Oh,
and I remember having to just like... And like, no, recover, go! Like,
that's tough.
yeah.
That's
like, I botched it. I fucking
That's
botched
one
it.
good
People
thing.
laughed at me. It was bad.
See, that's one good thing about being in a fight with stage fright, because that guy hit me in the fucking face, and I had no idea what was going on. So I forgot that there was a crowd there.
Right.
Because I probably had a concussion. So that's good. So next time that happens, give yourself a concussion. You'll be fine. Punch me in the head. I'm scared.
Look, so we'll get built-in concussion devices. It'll be a strap on your back with a little plank.
Yeah.
Just
smacks in the back of your head. Yeah. I'm scared. Give me a concussion. Yeah. So it worked for me.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, you deal with it after.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
so stage fright's really...
Yeah,
It is.
it's great.
It is.
It's the best.
It's awful.
You know what's really dumb? Sometimes when I sit down to do a Let's Play, I get stage fright.
No, I totally understand
Yeah,
what
that
you
makes
mean.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm recording myself. There's no one there, and I'm like, how are we doing?
I get that when we're gonna stream and shit too. I get a little
bit.
nerves. Yeah,
I think it helps that Dalton's there early.
it does.
Like it's
does.
kind of dumb, but Dalton's on my
As soon as he
safety
says
blanket.
something, I'm like, all right, we're good.
Yeah,
Like we're just hanging out with Dalton. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Which
I don't even know
wish,
Dalton.
I wish Aaron had more time because that'd be fun to have Aaron in on the floor.
Me too.
That was a good. That's
I'm
a good
lame.
series so far. But people have really responded to the forest. I like it. It's
Good.
Yeah.
I will be a dirty little afterthought of you guys being very successful together.
I didn't even ask you. Would you get in there with McGregor?
Would I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
$100,
150.
150. Good.
I think
That's all it would take.
It's $150.
But you're getting hurt. Like this guy could break your
Everybody
fucking
gets
rib cage out and
He could.
make another person out of it
But
like
he's-
God.
The thing is he's not going to. He's not going to because he's going to look at
You know,
me.
Adam and Eve, that was McGregor.
Oh wow, that got me good. Wow, I didn't think you were gonna say that.
The thing is he's going to take one look at me and he goes, that dude is made of nothing. And then immediately go, okay. And that's all it'll take. And I'll be dead.
I feel like McGregor, like I like McGregor, but I feel like he's a mean person.
He is.
Yeah.
He punched
And
an
I-
old man in a bar.
Yeah, no, and I feel like he would hurt you just cause. And that's why I want so much money. Because if it was somebody other than McGregor, I feel like they'd be like, okay,
But
I'm
see,
just gonna put
you
this kid
guys
down.
are only thinking about the bad things that could happen. I'm thinking I go out there and I just swing. I'm like a fucking windmill of terror. And maybe I catch him. That's you got to think about that.
I've done that before in real fights.
This here's
It
a
doesn't-
gambling man.
You got a chance.
It doesn't turn out, Cody.
You got a fucking chance.
The one,
though.
actually, it did turn out. The one kid I fought, and I just blacked out.
If I'm fighting McGregor, I'm giving him everything I have for 14 seconds. Because then I'm tired.
Right.
But every punch is just going to murder him if it hits. It'll be really far away from him, probably. I'll probably be on the other side of the cage, just swinging. Come on, bitch! Just swing. Knees are coming out of there. No technique. Just things being thrown.
Just like, I'm gonna come at you like a
never
spider
know.
monkey.
Yeah, exactly. Because he hasn't seen that. He's been fighting real fighters. He hasn't seen the crazy guy.
Right, yeah, of course.
Fucking pull out a knife stab.
That's it. I'm convinced. I'm going to beat McGregor.
You heard it here first,
That's
folks.
it.
So
After the Paul
McGregor,
brothers
the
meet.
Wrestling Normality podcast will challenge you to a fight for. You have to pay us $50 million though, and all three of us for sure.
Great deal.
I will say one thing. I think I would do much better than the Paul brothers going to do.
Yeah.
Probably, I would actually.
I think I could beat the Paul brothers in a fight.
Okay, if your knee
be
and shoulder
honest.
were better, then I would say that.
Yeah,
you-
we're talking peak me.
yeah, peak you probably would.
Get me fixed. Let me train for 10 years. I might have a chance against McGregor.
Let me train until McGregor's too old to do it.
Until he's like, what, 60?
Yeah.
And then let's go. Even though I think he's younger
The
than me.
scales.
I think he's younger than me.
Oh,
Is he really?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I think he's 30.
He's got a beard of a god, though.
Well, young people.
Gods are old.
I don't know what to say to that, Aaron.
I don't know either.
I'm speechless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 6,000 years, right? That's what it's supposed to be.
So McGregor's 6,000 years old. That's what you think?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's been training for 100 of those because the rest is just natural talent.
He is a natural athlete. I hate him. I hate
people that are so naturally good at things.
Yeah, I trained with some of those guys.
Like me learning how to sing. Aaron, like you practice and put a lot of time and effort in, but I feel like it just comes more naturally to you. Me, I have to actually like.
But see, I hate the natural people that don't fucking respect it.
Right.
The people that are so naturally athletic or gifted at something.
And they're like, oh, this is easy.
Yeah. And they don't respect the work that you actually have to
Aaron, like once I actually started putting real work in, Aaron's like, yeah.
Because I had...
Gave me little nuggets there.
From what you're saying, it sounds like it's the same as me. I had to pull every last little bit of talent out of my body because I didn't have much. So I had to work
I know
for
where that
every
is.
single thing to be decent at it.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's not easy.
And like I'm not downplaying how much Aaron's practiced because he practices.
No.
But I feel like for me to grasp something musically is a lot harder than
Yeah.
Aaron. Like Aaron gets it.
I know what you're saying because I trained with people like that you could just see. They're like, oh, he's got it already.
Yeah, like he just gets it.
I'll get
like
there
he's
in
putting
about
the
6
effort
months.
in. They just grasp it. It comes to him.
Yeah.
more naturally,
Right, yeah.
Yeah. It sucks. It really does suck.
So have we decided what we're going to do with these yet? These? Are we doing this after the podcast?
That is entirely your choice.
That's gonna
because
be-
You
yeah.
are excite boy about the Pokemon stuff.
This is for us, though. This is for us to be excited. Nobody really... These guys that... Well,
I am. I'm very excited.
See?
Don't
Cody's excited.
Don't you fucking.
These are kind of rare and expensive.
Don't you fucking-
can't
Don't you
find it.
fucking.
And it's Champion's Path, and we're going to open a Charizard.
Okay, but that's not on the podcast, so it doesn't matter that you just told them that.
Are we going to do that in a separate...
I mean,
Or are we just going to do it?
We're at the end of the thing.
You want to
so
do it?
We can talk about that after we finish the last 2 minutes or whatever we have of the podcast.
How much do we have time?
At least 3 minutes.
This is sitting at 58 minutes on mine.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
we can do 2 minutes.
Yeah, so we got a couple minutes. So just hold your horses.
So
Hold your
I mean, do you
Pokemon
just open it?
Don't
do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do
Don't do
it.
it.
Aaron.
Don't do it.
Aaron.
This is terrible for the audio people
going on
too.
here?
Don't do it. He's doing it.
He's doing it.
He's doing it.
He's doing
Travis
it.
is doing
Oh.
it.
Okay, you didn't do it.
Oh, I think that should be good, right?
Yeah, it's
That's a good
it's fine.
note to end on.
Remember tomorrow when Trump's inciting insurrection again, Bernie loves you.
This is over by then, but okay.
Well, yeah, but that's happening tomorrow. So if the end of the world comes tomorrow and you never see this podcast, it'll be really fun, you know?
I'm hungry.
And since McGregor's watching, McGregor, send us an email. We'll set up the fights.
Yep, us three versus you, 50 million to us. No
I want to
questions
do it
asked.
by myself.
Slide it into the DMs.
We'll do two.
You guys
100
can
million.
do a handicap match, 2-on-1, and then me, I just want to do it by myself.
God, that'd be hilarious. Two guys have no idea how to fight whatsoever.
We'll give you a steel chair.
I feel like me and Aaron would just grab onto his legs real fast and
Grab his
just,
legs.
watch what
I'm
we're
telling
doing.
you, just dual windmill of terror. It'll be fun.
We'd knock each other.
I was just about to say that. I mean, we just fuck each other up.
You probably would. All right,
Aaron's
well,
so long, he'd just smack me before he gets there.
Probably.
And my shoe would fly off and hit Aaron and he'd fly.
well, we're waiting, McGregor, for your email.
Yep.
The fights.
You can email us at arrestingnormality@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Also, you guys can if you want us to talk about something.
They're not gonna.
But I'm throwing it out there again.
You absolutely can. And on that note, if you guys like this video, please like this video and rate us 5 stars for all the places that you can't. And we will see you in the next one.
When we're all back at home.
Bye-bye. We're at Aaron's.